between them.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no. Putting them on the field time and time again.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Fires it incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Feeling some heat. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And the ball's on the ground. So he gets his own fumble back, but not enough for the 1st down, so they'll have to give up the ball. Let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get laddered up.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Going for it all. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown time.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So that's going to do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. 1st down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Milroe. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling.
Nothing but green ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup to come up with explosive plays, and they use one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Henderson. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
At the 40, there he goes. And it's on the ground. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And a tremendous return on the play before he's brought down.
And, man, that's such a great play by the quarterback to scramble around and make something happen. But I got to understand at the end of that run to take care of the football. I can't cough it up. Really good job scrambling, but poor job finishing that run.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
To the air, it's Howard. Fires into the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. Quarterback keeps it. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of...
He's going to fire deep. Brings it in down the left side. Oh, look out. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that is his 5th interception. Nightmare he is not waking up from. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got the quick pass. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Howard. Time to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Judkins. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
The give and the run on 4th down. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting one on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off bounce with that play call.
They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Throw the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down. This drive with the pass. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete. Alabama pushing the tempo. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again.
This nigga can't.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this up.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock?
It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. He's moving out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He's going to take off. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the 4th quarter, 1-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. A first down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. The give. Touchdown, Bama! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Wants to pass. Working that left side now. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play, but you can see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.